It's simple. Individual development is the tool that enables basketball, our great sport. Individual tactics is a different thing. It tells the player when and where to do certain things. But individual player development gives all the movements freedom, ball handling and many other things. Without this, it's not possible to play basketball. Truth is that individual player development should be included in Little League players at a very early age, but should be practiced at any age. The variation is on the time you include it in practice as the players get older. I can assure you that high-level basketball players, pro players, have individual development sessions without a doubt every single day, much less than other level players, because they have many other things that take time. But like I say, in no pro players from ages 6 to 8-10-year-olds should be close to 80% of the time of practice aimed for individual development work. When the players get older, it takes less time. Ages 17, 18 should be around 50% of the time. Everyone should be aware on how important this is. We are not talking about Real Madrid or Barcelona, not even the younger teams of those clubs. They are from a different reality. This is for coaches that work every day in schools, sports centres, small clubs and different level of basketball. All of these coaches that work daily with players that need to improve their skills and abilities. The target are these teams, and you must understand there's no period of time to work this out. Don't think about winning at the end of the season a competition of any level. My understanding of player development is this: work hard and the results will come as the players will improve. There will be coaches that will criticize this. They could say, you didn't work this fundamental skill or this exercise, and they will be absolutely right. But all of this is for players that don't have as much talent, low-skilled players, young players. This is the Bible of basketball, the route for improvement. It's a daily workout. Without this, there's no development of the players. Another mistake that coaches make is what the time of the season is the best to do individual development with players, and I will explain. It's simple. From 6 to 14-year-olds, I'm not interested in how the competition will end. This does not mean that I'm not interested in competing. Of course I am. Basketball is about competition, about scoring. Without scoring, there would be no basketball. It would be something else. Winning is important, but not at any price. We should aim for victory. We should always think about the player in his future and not only about victory. So going back to when to use individual development exercises, I'll give you an example. Warm-up is a great time to practice this. Instead of making games to aim just warming up your limbs, I work individual development exercises. Obviously, if I'm playing an important competition, and I am in high level, I have to include tactics and many other things. But I never stop working the individual development with the players. The difficulty is adjusting how much to work during the season, and this is very, very important. Always work, and like I stated before, even on 17, 18-year-olds, at least 50% of the time of your workout should be individual development. Well, to tell you the truth, I don't know. It's a good question. I would say no. They're all equally important. From running technique in set 1, where we showed some exercises, and yeah, we could have put many more, but we aim to give you a guide to tell you, guys, this is the way. So don't do this or think that it is less important than jump stops, shooting or passing. Shooting is something we always work first. Why? Because we play to score. But be assured, every set counts. Every single one of the sets. I'm convinced that the order of the sets is the right one. We have to teach players how to run, how to jump, how to move their body in a certain space. After this, they must learn how to stop, how to bounce the ball, how to bounce and stop. It's a natural progression. Well, it depends on what each coach wants. Depends on the different ages of the players. It could be a guide for very young players. I personally use very little. As you can see in the different sets, as I prefer the player to think constantly on where he is, where he should go, what to do in every position, and make him have a more realistic experience, as in the game he will not have these guides. Well, this is one of the most complicated things to do, because most of the coaches that are in clubs, schools, sports centres have very little time to practice, maybe 3 times a week, 1.5 hours, 1 hour every day, and in every basketball practice we have to include many different things. In the different sets, we have ball bouncing exercises, shooting exercises, reverse exercises, different combinations of all of them, triple threat exercises, full stop, stride stop, and many more. So that would be the way to go, including the combination of sets in practice sessions, so you can gain as much of the individual development as you can include in a practice session. Because if you try to work every set individually, you will not have enough time to do everything that you need to do. During all my years as a basketball coach, I've been asked the same question. Why do you always talk about player individual development? What don't you speak about? Why? Why don't you speak about basketball tactics? This is a simple answer. Everyone can talk and have different opinions about the tactic to use in a game or a competition. Some coaches will like some ideas more. Some coaches would like a different one. And they will be alright. Everybody will be right. And how they view that part of basketball. And here comes the difference, a big one as I understand it. In individual development, there is only this way to work with full stops, shooting, passing, reverse, dribble drive, and all the things we have showed you at a technical level. And this is because I decided to develop this system, because for me, this is the Bible of individual development for basketball players. I get up in the morning with this Bible, and I go to bed at night with this Bible. This is a reality. Player will improve with these individual development videos and sets. Of course, you need to do many repetitions, with many corrections, with the sacrifice of working every day and turning this into thousands of repetitions. One last thing, this is tedious, even boring at times for players, but extremely necessary. Without this, players can't make good progressions. Maybe you as a coach can win championships or big games, but the players, when they reach a certain age, they stop playing basketball, as they think they have reached their limit. If they have not evolved enough, and this cannot happen, our job, our duty, is to get as many people as possible, as long as possible in basketball. As a player, as a coach, as an assistant coach, as a physio, as a referee, any part of our great sport, Because of this, many things I have seen all these years, and what I can see on the internet, I have decided to do this. I hope this is useful for you. If there are things you already know, I can help you refresh. If there are things you didn't know, I hope it helps you. One thing I will guarantee is that your players will evolve into better players.
Yo les garantizo que vuestros jugadores van a progresar seguro.